Instructions not included. How a team of women coded the future. This one is written by Tammy Lewis Brown and Debbie Lauren Dunn, illustrated by Chelsea Beck. Title page. Not so long ago, there were no computers. Math problems were solved with pencil and paper. Telephones with rotary dials were tethered to wires. Mail arrived in an envelope carried by a postman. Files were stored in paper folders and metal cabinets. I remember those. All that work took lots of steps and lots of people and lots of time. But some people thought there was a better way, an automatic way, to solve routine problems by using a machine. 3 computer pioneers, Betty Snyder, Jean Jennings, and Kay McNulty. Meet the women and their computer, ENIAC. A computer like Betty, different from anything anybody had ever seen. Like Jean, persistent and consistent. Like Kay, no mistakes. Every answer perfect. A computer programmed to perform like the women who made it, and like computers still perform today. This is their story. It's the 1930s. Lieutenant Betty, out of place, stands on the wrong side of her double bass. The conductor scolds. Make it sound silky. Make it bellow deep. Cross-eyed, bullied, and teased, she plucks the strings with stubborn zeal. Betty Snyder plays her own way. Farm girl Jean, tall and lean, winds up and rocks back. Her softball hits the side of the barn. 1,000 tosses, 1,000 throws, 1,000 pitches, until every ball strikes the tiny tin target. Jean Jennings aims to win. A plus K. Never misses a day. She skips 3rd grade on up to 4th. Her pencil pirouettes, eraser confetti flies, perfect attendance, perfect report cards, perfect behavior, even a prize for perfect handwriting. Kay McNulty curtsies to the crowd. Betty Jean and Kay do not know one another. Well, not yet. Let me see if I can fix this just a little bit. There we go. But in her sleep, Betty dreams of music and equations. While in a one-room schoolhouse, Jean masters 5th, 6th, and 7th grade math all in 1 year. And in her Irish accent, Kay tutors her big brothers. First English, then poetry, and then, of course, arithmetic. The girls are brilliant, brave, and bold, but best of all, they love math. Now it's 1944. The world is at war. All hands on deck, America calls. At a secret lab at the University of Pennsylvania, 100 women called computers solve tens of thousands of math problems using only paper, pencils, and adding machines. Which angle to aim a gun and when to launch a bomb, they calculate around the clock to win the war with math. But upstairs, there's a bigger secret, a top secret, a secret weapon. Upstairs, circuits are sold, panels are built, cables are strung, and switches wired. Upstairs, a machine is being born, one that will do the work of all the human computers in a fraction of the time. The machine's name is ENIAC. It weighs 30 tons, and it's 100 feet long. Some say when they switch ENIAC on, the lights of Philadelphia dim. It will take more than one mind to realize a dream as big as ENIAC. It will take engineers and electricians, machinists, and mathematicians. Half a dozen mathematicians, including Betty, Jean, and Kay, are invited upstairs to solve some of the most complicated problems anyone has ever faced, to invent a way to tell a machine to perform complex calculations at record speeds, and to make sure its answers are always correct. ENIAC comes with no guidelines or rules, instructions not included, and at first the women aren't allowed to touch or even see the computer. Still, the bosses shout, "Do the math and make it work." Engineers solder circuit boards, and machinists forge frames, and Betty, Jean, and Kay begin to adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, translating math's logic into a code that will command Enid to perform. As the mighty machine comes together and electricity and data begin to flow, the team now toggle hundreds of switches on Enid's front, plug countless tubes into its back, and string miles of wire between the panels. They sing and dance and calculate around the clock until they fall asleep. Finally, Betty, Jean, and Kay are ordered to unveil Enoch to dignitaries, generals, and even their own bosses. In 2 weeks' time, they are expected to demonstrate Enoch's speed and power, to prove this machine is worthy of the huge investment, and to show that computers have a future in war and in peace. With a massive stack of punch cards, Betty, Jean, and Kay send information to the computer and program Enoch for its debut. It's a complicated test problem. An artillery launch with many variables like air temperature, altitude, weight, and speed, all calculated in a flash with just one chance to hit the target. While Betty and Jean pitch ideas, untangle logical knots, and imagine solutions above and beyond, Kay checks the calculations the old-fashioned way, with pencil and paper. Kay's answers are always right, but can Enoch perform as well? Or will it stumble? Project canceled. Expensive machine scrapped. Brilliant mathematicians sent home, ending it all. For the world's fastest computer and for Betty and Jean and Kay. The women set up the problem. Click or buzz. Enoch spits out the result. Answer: wrong. When the imaginary shell strikes the ground, it doesn't explode. The missile continues down, 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 and disappears deep beneath the Earth's crust. Betty and Jean reanalyze, Kay recalculates, readjust, rework, reprogram, and then start all over again. Click, whir, buzz, click, whir, buzz. But Enoch is still wrong. Where is the trouble? Where is the bug? Tomorrow, the dignitaries and generals and bosses will march in, and Enoch's answer will still be wrong. But the women and their computer can't fail. Not now, not with so much at stake. They recalculate, reanalyze, and program again. Finally exhausted, Betty falls asleep, but her mind is still awake, and suddenly she dreams the solution. So simple, she says. Enoch's program is repeating one of the calculations. Enoch and the bomb don't know when to stop, so the women toggle a single switch out of thousands to change the equation. Then they take a deep, deep breath, and they hope. The next morning, the dignitaries and generals and bosses march in. Arms fold, lips purse, brows wrinkle. Click or buzz. Click, 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 click. Out shoots a key punch card with the answer. Right! The dignitaries and generals and bosses congratulate themselves. Good job, great show. The men shake each other's hands. We've done it. And they march out for their celebration banquet. But there are no congratulations for the programmers. The women and Enoch celebrate alone. Still the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next, Betty and Jean and Kay keep programming. To solve the biggest problems, computer memory has to be elegantly organized and carefully composed as a symphony. Betty arranges computer memory in logical harmony. Now the machine sifts data with a single command. Her innovative is called sort merge. To repeat a procedure without moving the machine's wires, a computer must remember and replay. Jean makes computers hold their instructions, like a star pitcher whose arm has a memory of its own. Her innovation is called a stored program. To make computers faster, smaller, and more powerful, they must do more with less. Kay shuffles the code so computers are smart and thrifty. Her innovation is called reducing and reusing memory. Betty, Jean, and Kay unleash their talents, share their secrets, pair their smarts with the computer's speed, exploring, creating, inventing, using math in a way that nobody had ever dreamed of, unraveling problems that no one had ever solved before, until ENIAC is not the only computer or even the fastest computer, until the whole world is different and new, and an entire computer age is born. The end. Wow, I had no idea. So the author has a note here, and if you want to stay on and listen to it, you can, because I'm going to read it because I love this kind of stuff. ENIAC is short for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was one of the first electronic computers, 1,000 times faster than its closest competitor. ENIAC was a powerful but flexible tool for problem solving because of Betty, Jean's, and Kay's innovations. It performed a variety of tasks from keeping track of company payrolls to running computations for the hydrogen bomb. The women's groundbreaking contributions to computer science live on in modern computers, from the most sophisticated mainframe to tiny gadgets we take for granted. Frances Elizabeth Betty Snyder Halberton was born on March 7, 1917, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Her first math professor at the University of Pennsylvania said that women should be home raising children instead of solving equations. Well, Betty did both. Married with 2 daughters, Betty went on to work with Grace Hopper, one of the inventors of the computer language called COBOL, and played a crucial role in developing a new computer language, Fortran. A computer language is the way in which a person communicates what instructions or operations they want a computer to perform. After the computer's cables and switches, they're programmed with binary code or assembly language. It was all ones and zeros. With the invention of COBOL and Fortran, the instructions were simpler to understand. Terms such as add and subtract and perform became commonplace. Betty also contributed to a groundbreaking invention called the sorting algorithm, which is used in many computer programs and apps today. Throughout her long life, Betty always considered things anew. She designed a control panel that added numbers alongside the letters that were already there. She saw that numbers and letters belonged together. Her invention was the precursor to the keypad on keyboards we use today. Betty Halberton died in 2001. Betty Jean Jennings Bartik was born in Gentry County, Missouri on December 27, 1924. She dreamed of adventure and of leaving her small town with its one-room schoolhouse. After she graduated from Northwest Missouri State Teachers College with a degree in mathematics, Jean's calculus teacher gave her career advice. Go to U of Penn. It has a differential analyzer. And she did just that. Among many accolades that she later received, Northwest Missouri State University named its computer museum in Jean's honor. And the default theme for Drupal Computating, a progressive framework used to build many current websites, is called Bartik. As part of the ENIAC project and afterward at Eckerd Malke Computer Corporation, Jean, the team player, led a group that developed stored programming. Their work led to the ability of later versions of ENIAC and its descendants to hold all equations in memory. The longest lived of all 3 women, Jean spoke on panels and gave presentations to introduce the accomplishments of this amazing team of women programmers to the digital world. Jean Bartik died in 2011. I didn't even hear about her. Kathleen K. McNulty was born in Ireland on February 12, 1921. During the War of Irish Independence, when Kay and her family immigrated to America in 1924, they spoke only Gaelic. The experience of bridging languages and cultures must have helped Kay teach computers to communicate with humans. A frugal perfectionist, she took a bus and subway and then walked the last mile every day to high school. She taught herself English using her brother's school books and went on to win a scholarship to Chestnut Hill College. After her work with the ENIAC team, Kay married John Mulkey, the physicist who, along with J. Presper Eckert, had designed and built ENIAC. Kay resigned her post to raise their two children from a previous marriage, and then they had five more children of their own. She died in 2006. Dozens of forgotten women whose efforts were key to the development of computers and technology deserve to be celebrated. There were other important women programmers, including Frances Spence, Ruth Lickerman, Marilyn Westcott Meltzer. However, Betty, Jean, and Kay's individual innovations were long lasting and groundbreaking. Modern computers are formed in their images. Well, thank you for listening. Have a good day.